This is not financial advice. Oh yeah, baby, we in the building. Let's see who's in town today, baby. Oh yeah, North Carolina is in the building. You already know. Up and mid check. This is a roll call. This is a head count. Let me know where you from in the comments, baby. I want to give a major salute to all of my people who made it through this crazy week that we've been having on the stock market, family. And we still got the day ahead of us. Let's talk about it. Let's get it. Let's go. Appreciate the family. I see Charlotte, North Carolina is in the building. Let me know where you from, baby. This is a roll call. This is a head count. Let's get it. Let's talk about it. We got Atlanta, Georgia in the building. Philly is in the building. Brooklyn, Texas, Los Angeles. Oh, let's get it, baby. Dallas is in the building. Michigan in the building. Ric Flair, baby. Woo! It's time to wake up, baby. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Let's get it. New York, Glenwood is in the building. Tampa, Florida. I see you. Georgia, stand up. It's getting hot in the kitchen. Let's go. We got Cincinnati is in the building. We got the Bay Area. We got North Carolina, Jersey, Milwaukee, Haiti, the Bay Area again. I see you. We got Texas. Oh, there's a lot of people showing out from North Carolina today. It's looking like everybody's from North Carolina here today. I see the Discord family showing love. Let's go. Shout out to Ireland is in the building. I see you. Massachusetts is in the house. Oh yeah. I see you. San Francisco is in the building. We got Kingston, UK in the building. Jersey is in the building. Hartford, Connecticut, and Boston is in the building. We got Sweden in the house. Knoxville, Haiti in the building. Tampa, everybody, this is a roll call. This is a head count. Let us know where you from in the comments, baby. Show us, rep your city, baby. Rep your town, rep your area. Let's get it. Ethiopia in the building. Dubai in the building. Washington, the Dominican Republic. Oh, we out here. Puerto Rico, repping hard for they. Oh, let's talk about it. Columbus in the building. The Bronx is here. Atlanta is here. Africa, shout out to Africa. Shout out to Georgia. Let's go. Orlando, Florida, Jamaica just stepped in the building. Trinidad just walked on through. Nepal just got in here. Louisiana. Let's go. Let's go. Mississippi just got in the building. I see you. Memphis just showed up. Sweden is in the house. Let's get it. Let's get it. Long Island, New York, Washington, D.C. Let's go. Shout out to my West Coast people. Let's get it. Got Virginia's in the building, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I hope you brought your oven mitts, baby. Let's talk about it. So, family, if you were rocking with us, and you already know, if you just getting in, let us know where you from in the comments. But if you were rocking with us yesterday, family, ooh, my goodness. Let's go check it out. Let's talk about it, baby. Let me make sure you can see my screen. Okay, you can see it. Let's go and check out the one, the only, Robinhood. Let's check them out, baby. Shout out to Singapore in the building. Ohio is in the building. Take a look. Look at this, family. We gapping right back up. Bam! Do you see this? The big dogs, they do not want this company to fail. But I want to just touch on something really quickly. Yesterday, we bought a put option about right here. And it came down. No, where was it? It touched twice, and then we got it about right here. We went under this support, and then it came back up, and then it started coming back down. And then you know what? I couldn't be on live for the whole day, so I was like, it's time to jump out, family. Look, we jumped out of that, and then guess what? It went back up a little bit, but at the very last minute, family, the very last minute, this thing just crashed. Some people showed me that they actually stayed in the put and made so much money. I gotta celebrate you. Salute to y'all that was watching this one all day and made a lot of money on that put. Now, I hope you got out of it when you didn't be greedy and got out of that, because now it's coming right back up. But to be honest, though, at this point, you should still be up in the play. But it's looking like, woo, that was a crazy one, baby. That was a crazy one. I see you. North Carolina is in the building. Stand up, baby. Let's get it. I appreciate you, James, for this. Brooklyn still holding. Let's go. Let's go. INTC calls. Hey, man, let's get this money. Let's get this money, big dog. Shout out to James. Appreciate you, big dog. Kathy Woods from ARK Invest bought tons of Hood. So we're going to talk about Hood today, too, for a little bit. But for right now, they are running, family. They are absolutely running from 52 today at, let's see, 8 o'clock. From 8 o'clock, it was $52. And right now, at just an hour later, Family, it's at 58. This one, I'm telling you, the big dogs, they want this one to win. They want this one to win. A lot of people may have been telling you that the big dogs don't want this one to win. I'm telling you that's a lie. They're in a fraternity, and a fraternity is basically to step on a little guy like you and me. All right, let's take a look at this. Shout out to my guy, Evan. He said, I'm good in the hood. He said he capped a few shares at 30, 34, getting, let's go, getting the money back that they robbed from you. Let's talk about it, baby. Philly is in the house. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to the Discord family. Discord family, you already know what time it is. If I see another play, like how yesterday on the Discord, when we got off, we were looking at Facebook. We were looking at Facebook, but then it gapped up on us and we couldn't get in. We got this close to getting our fill. Shout out to Kitty and for not talking during this video. Appreciate you, Kitty. All right. Now, we still looking because notice Facebook came back down a bit. We want to get in this one for a nice call option. If I see a good one, you already know, Discord family, I'm sending it your way. You already know what time it is. So we're going to be on the lookout, but let's check out the one, the only, AMC Entertainment. Oh, before we get to AMC, family, take a look at this. Take a look at this. We've been talking about this one all week, even longer than that. Look at this. What is this? This is Ethereum. They was $1,700 on the 20th. And look at that. Wow. They're up over $1,000. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. People was loading up for that London fork, they were calling it, that we've been talking about. If you've been rocking with me, you know what time it is. But shout out to them, fam. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Now, let's check out the one, the only, AMC Entertainment. Here we go. Let's see what's going on with AMC. So right now, as you already know, AMC is coming down. You know what's a good indicator that AMC is coming down? Robinhood is going up. These things tend to have an inverse relationship, meaning one goes up, the other one comes down. You see this? Oh, look, Robinhood is tanking back down again. So maybe we can get some reverse on this one. Oh, and just so you know, Disney is running up too. My guy, Doctrine Dark, ETH2 was yesterday. That was yesterday. It's still being rolled out, but it was yesterday. All right, yeah. Now let's keep it going, baby. You already know. You already know. All right, look. So you already know. Let's check them out. Let's go back to AMC and let's see. So in the pre-market right now, they're up basically 1%, 1.4%, 1.3% or so. We want to see this thing get over the $35 mark. However, remember, we already know that they borrowed so many shares against it in the last few days that they just waiting to lock and load and basically just let them go on us. Let's see. Let's reload this and make sure we on point. Here we go. So they put some shares back. So we know that they basically borrowed all of these shares. So they have a lot of shares that they can dump into the market still. But I want to give a major salute to all of the apes who believe in AMC. Shout out to the people. Shout out to the family. You already know what time it is. All right, shout out to my guy, Mr. Cat, the big dog, the beast, always showing love. Appreciate you. You don't have to do this, but you do it out of love, and I appreciate you for that. And Mr. Cat said this, good morning. Today will be my first day option trading. Anything you wish you knew before you first started option trading? For the apes together strong, allegedly. So I want to tell you this, and everybody, I want you to pay attention to this. Today is Friday. Today is the last day of options trading, right? For the week. So what does that mean? This means if you buy an option today that you plan on holding over the weekend, it's kind of a 50-50. Shout out to the king. Appreciate you, big dog, for being in the building. Now, let's talk about it. If you get into an option, Mr. Cat, remember, it's Friday right now. That means you're going to have to hold it over the weekend. Your option won't change at all over the weekend, but news can happen for the companies over the weekend, all kind of different things. So if you get an option that you expect to sell next week, maybe let it cool off. Let whatever you're going to get in cool off, particularly if you're going to get into a call option, which is usually a bet that the stock is going to go up. So family, if you didn't know, let's get down to the basics, baby. Let's get down to the basics. If you buy a call option, you are betting that the stock is going to go up. Now, let's use this hypothetical example, right? Let's say that you want to buy this green pencil stock, right? The green pencil stock goes up $1. You could make $1 if you picked up one share. But if you picked up an option, you could kind of supercharge the win, right? So if it go up $1, you might make $50, right? But you could also lose $50. So the wins and lows are like supercharged, like on steroids when you pick up an option. Now, if you buy a put, that what I just told you was buying a call. If you buy a put, now you're betting that the stock is gonna go down. So if it drops $1, then you make a lot of money, baby. You make a lot of money. And I showed you this picture before. Let me see if I can find it again. You know I got the screenshots so I could break the backs of these short sellers, baby. Let me see if I can find this one. It's like a meme, and I swear I showed the family this meme before. Here we go. Yep, I got it. Oh, here we go. Now, I want you to look at this, right? And I want you to think to yourself, how would you feel if you were in a play and then you saw something like this? How would you feel if you was in a play and then you saw something just like this? Let me X out of this. Shout out to my man, Charles. Boom. How would you feel if you was in a play and you saw something like this? Notice that I said play. I didn't say what kind of play. I just said you were in a play. And then you saw something like this. What would be on your mind, family? Come on. A lot of y'all would be hurt. Hurt. You see this? You say, oh no. Oh my gosh, why? Everything is wrong in the world, right? You see this? You see the green candles, green, and then red, and then boom, red. It fall through the computer, it fall through the floor, it fell through the basement. This thing, if you living in the US, this thing might pop out in China. Bow. Government check from CT. Now, this looks bad to most people, but if you were to buy a put in this situation, because remember, I said if you were in the play, and immediately what your brain leads to is telling you, oh, if I'm in the play, that means I loaded up on the stock. And now, K said, RIP. But you know what, family? If you loaded up on a put option, like everybody who held on to that Robinhood put option from yesterday, who made like 100% almost on that, right? You made money on the way down. So if you bought a put here, bow, you'd be way up. Yep, my guy, Kango, he said, I hope I was in a put. That's right. If you bought a put, boom, this will be like exactly the opposite, flipped upside down as if it was green. If you bought a put, there's a lot of money to be made on the way down, and I want y'all to understand that. My man said, bro, he's making me laugh. Kids going places. Appreciate you, big dog. Just know, again, you got to see things like this as an opportunity. And just like people FOMO buy, people FOMO sell. So if they see these red, then you know what? The momentum is going crazy down. We can load up on put options and then just ride the wave all the way down. I want everybody to remember, because a lot of people got into investing for the first time. Let's go to VTI, which is Vanguard's total stock market ETF, right? It tracks the whole stock market, basically every publicly traded company, almost. Let's go back in time and let's take a look on the day chart. Notice this. This is when the pandemic, who shall not be named, right? Basically it hit hard. And the stock market overall, it was at 173, 175 at the time. This was the high, all-time high at the time, 2020 in February. And then boom, it came all the way down to $109. Basically the whole stock market got cut in half. You see this V right here? At a certain point in time, you couldn't see that it was a V. You just seen that it was just that. You just see that it was just a huge drop because you can't tell the future, right? But if you would have loaded up on stock right here, you would have been way up. If you would have loaded up on options right here, you would have been way, way, way up. Shout out to the Discord family in the building. And I was just telling you guys the other day, actually it was yesterday, about how gaps like to be filled. So look at this. It went down, and then eventually it liked to fill back up as if it never was there. So you could imagine this was just like a straight line with a little drop, and then it just kept going. Because what happened is this V down here is giving you a chance to load up before it comes back and recovers. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Chi-Town in the house, let's get it. Let's get it. Now let's check again. Notice Robinhood again. Robinhood is up, family. Robinhood is way up. Why is that? You already know what time it is. The big dogs want this one to win. AMC is up just about 1%, not even. Oh, it's about to be red on the day. In the pre-market, AMC is now red. Look at that. But the market is open. The market is open right now. Oh, they selling it. Let's see what the volume is. So far, here we go. The volume on the open. Let's give it a little bit of time. It's loading in. I want to give Healthy Girl T a major salute for always showing love. I appreciate you, big dog. Happy Friday. Keep educating. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. I want you to know, all of us together, and this is why I call us the AMC Avengers, because every single one of us is just as strong as the next, and we passing the information on. So, how do I learn how to trade options, Katrina Kennedy? So, with options, in the Discord, we go over a lot of that. If you hit me up in there, I'll let you know. But that's a great question. So, everybody, let's take them to school, right? Let's say you wanted to buy an option, and if you wanted to start buying options for the first time, my suggestion, not financial advice, right? I'm not a financial advisor, is go with the company that you know is a banger. That you know is a banger. For example, Facebook. Facebook is a banger. You might not like Facebook the app, but you're probably on Instagram. You see what I'm saying? Facebook knows how to make $1 and turn it into $2, turn it into $3. So then you go with a banger company like Facebook or even Apple. Let's say Apple. Nobody hates Apple generally. So boom, Apple is coming down. What you would do if you wanted to learn how to do options, in my suggestion, you would do what is called a leaps call. Now, in this case, you basically would buy a call option. Remember, not a financial advisor. You would buy a call option for like 2023 on Apple. If Apple is 145 right now, or 146, I will buy a call option for like 140, all the way out for 123. This will put it in the money, and then we know by then Apple is going to go up even more. So you may be asking yourself, why would you do something like this? You would do something like this so you can get a feel for how options work for your very first option. You buy it in the money, and then you buy it way far out. What do I mean by in the money? I mean, if the price is 145, then you buy it for even less than the price. You buy a strike price, they call it, at like 140 or even 130 in the money. Now, once you get more experience, you can start doing shorter time frames and then doing calls that are out of the money, but you got to make sure you get a feel for it. And then you also have to make sure that you understand that you cannot get married to option plays, because you could very easily turn a 10% loss into a 100% loss. So you got to know when to roll. And what do I mean by roll? I'm going to tell you this. This is how you roll. If you have an option and you realize that you need a little bit more time on it, then it is okay. And it is a strategy it's called roll. You sell it, and then you use the money you have to get you a later date. Is Hood a buy right now? In my personal opinion, which is not financial advice. Let me write it down. Let me see if I could give you my opinion right now. Show you the handwriting real quick. Is Hood a buy right now? After it ran up 10% out of nowhere in the pre-market, is Hood a buy right now? Hopefully I don't get demonetized. This is my answer to that. It might look backwards to you. This is my answer to that. Should you buy Hood at these very moments? I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but that's what I'm thinking, baby. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna just keep it there. Keep it real, keep it raw. Shout out to Pam the Trader, the GOAT. Let's get it. Let's get it. Again, this thing could totally run back up to 85, right? It could. But from a technical standpoint of looking at this, should you buy it at these points? Come on. Come on now. Come on now. All right, look. Especially, you see this red line? You see this red line? Take a look at this. This was a support line yesterday. What is it? It's 60. Now we got two things. We got a previous line of support, which is this red line. It's also a psychological line of support. So if we run up to hit 60, it's likely to bounce back down from 60, right? Because now it's resistance. Because we're under the line of support, it makes it a resistance. Old lines of support becomes new lines of resistance. So that's how we're looking at that. Could it gap up and break through all of these? Totally. If you get a company like we said, Kathy Woods and all these other things like ARK Invest, and they just start loading up on these things, they could break past, they got billions of dollars. They could break past all of these support lines and resistance lines and all of this. But I want you to understand, this is how we rocking out. You see what I'm saying? We not buying, we not loading up on stocks. Let me give you a rule of thumb. If you're looking for a support line, what do I mean by a support line? Let's delete these lines right here as if they never existed, right? let's say you just open this up and you have no idea what you're looking at. Pay attention. Make sure you're paying attention. I need you to take your idiot hat off, fling it over there, and let's put some wrinkles on that brain. Here we go. You're looking for a support line. A support line basically means, hold up, let me hang this up. A support line, Kenny G calling your boy. Now, a support line means this. The stock is coming down, boom, it bounces off of it. The more bounces, these are called confirmations. The more you can trust it, the more it bounces. Watch this. You get a horizontal line. When people show you technical analysis, you can get real deep with it, just like you can get deep into math, right? But you don't need to go that deep with it to have a basic understanding. So I got a horizontal line ready to load up. I just put it right there. I see that it bounced off it once here, bounced off it twice here, bounced off it 3 times here. Okay, cool. And then look at this. It kind of bounced off it up here, here. So I got all of these confirmations. And you look at this is at 65. So that means 65 is a psychological line of resistance and support. Now, the same thing is also true around 60, around the $60 mark. Look at this. Touch, confirmation, 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 confirmation. And then when you see this one coming up towards it, towards 60, you know that we don't buy stocks at a resistance when it's under it. You could get lucky, but then it would be at 50-50. What you want to do is let it go above the resistance, because then it could be breaking out. You heard the term breakout? That means break out past the resistance line. Because generally, things don't do that. They generally come up to the resistance and then bounce right off of it. That's what you got to think about. So like, let's go back. So a lot of people today, if you rocking with your boy and you made a lot of money in that Disney call, today is your day, in my personal opinion, to consider. I can't tell you what to do, but I would totally consider, because we ran up with this. We got in this one. Shout out to the Discord family. We got in this one back when it was like 170. And now look at that. This was what, 2 days ago? 3 days ago? And look at that, 178. We knew we was going to make money on that. But notice this blue line right here, family. This line, the reason I must have drawn it in the past is because it must be a line of support. Let's go back and look. Yep, see it's true? Confirmation, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it broke under it when Scarlett Johansson, who is the Black Widow, right? Scarlett Johansson, the Black Widow, she came out with all of this news, and then Disney, they got sued, and then people started saying, you know what? Maybe there's some credibility to this lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? So then Disney said, came all the way down. But we know that Disney is a long-term banger, and people have short attention spans. What do I mean by that? People are going to totally forget about this on a large scale in a few days. So then you can just rock out, get into a call option, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, and then let this gap from here to here, just let it fill back up. And eventually it filled up, and then it even went above it. So then, shout out to y'all for getting money. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, my guy Brendan, he asked a great question. He said, if you had shares of Disney, would you sell it now? Personally, you could. But Disney, if you've been rocking with me for a long time, I've been talking about Disney for over a year now. Disney is not a stock that you're going to be day trading. You could get into the options and then trade the options like that, right? But what I want you to understand is if you buy Disney stock, you let this sit in the corner of your portfolio and just chill right there. So then you could be green when your hot stocks are down. You gotta have, I know we talk about all of these kind of hot stocks and all these other kind of things. You gotta have these solid stocks in the corner of your portfolio to be a cornerstone. Sometimes the hot stocks is gonna come down, but you gotta have the Disney, actually, if I said that wrong, you gotta have Disney, Apple, Microsoft, things like this in the corner of your portfolio. You set it, you forget it, don't even think about it again, just let it sit. Just let it sit right there. And then if you want to day trade Disney or swing trade Disney, this is when we swing trade the options. You buy the stock, but you can swing the options. That's how we looking at it. Let's get it. K. Jones said we getting paid with the Discord family. You know it, family. Let's get it. 1,000 likes we gunning for. Hit that like button for your boy if you appreciating the content, family. Appreciate y'all. Aaron, everybody in the comments saying hit that like button. I appreciate y'all for the love. I know it's real. I know it's real. Somebody said, I appreciate you, brother. Just got chills. Oh, yeah, I hear you. And I want to tell you this. And I'm not telling you that Disney won't come back down to the 170s, but it's not even worth having to pay taxes on something that you could just hold for 30 years. It's not worth it. So you might as well just It could totally come down. This thing could, the market could crash and Disney could go to 150. All I would do is just buy more of it. I'm not interested in basically doing that. So I want you to think of this, right? Let's take a step back and let's put everything in perspective. So let's say, you know how everybody's saying the housing market, right? The housing market is like crazy and it's really going nuts right now. Imagine, let me see. Imagine you were to buy this house right here. This one. This is a nice looking house, right? Let's say, look at this lawn. Look at the outside work. Look at this. Look at the driveway. Look at the garage. This is a nice looking house. Let's say that you picked up this house for $1 million. Let's just say it's probably even more than that. Who knows? Depending on the location. But let's say, shout out to my guy T-Bone. Let's say that you picked this up for $1 million. And then somebody knocked on your door and they said, knock, 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 right? They were ready to pay you $900,000 for this. Are you gonna sell it? You just bought it for $1 million. You probably will say, no, I'm not gonna sell this for $900,000. I just bought it for $1 million. Somebody else comes to your door and they say, they boom, boom, boom. They want to buy it for $800,000. Somebody else comes to your door, they want to buy it for $500,000. What's happening in this case is this is like looking at the stock market, and then the stock go from $10 to $9 to $8 to $5. You know that this house right here is worth $1 million because that's what you just paid for it, and you're not selling it for less than that. So then, you know, in time, because you're in a good location, the house looks good, everything works, right? In time, it's going to be worth $2 million or at least $1.5 million. So then you ain't going to sell it just because you see a price. And these people knocking on your door, this is the stock price. Every time you see a stock price move, like for Disney right now, there's somebody knocking on the door asking to buy this thing from us. They're giving us a bid, and they're telling us they want to pick it up right now for $178. And I'm telling you, listen, I'm not giving you my house, aka Disney in this case. I'm not giving you my house for $178 because I know I'm ready to live in this house until at least 2030, until at least 2040 or whatever. And by the time I'm ready to move, this thing is going to be in the 300s, 400s or something like that. That's how you got to think of it. Now, not every stock is this way, but the big dogs like Disney, like Microsoft, like Amazon, these stocks are that way. Facebook too. Family, oh my goodness, this is running. This is running. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Bio Nano is running too. Let's check them out. BNGO. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you just rolling in, you got to let the family know where you from. Why? Because this is a roll call. This is a head count. Rep your city, baby. Oh, family, look at this. Notice that whenever you see these lines pop up on my screen, if you've been rocking with me for a long time, you already know. We leave these lines up. We leave these lines up just so you can see it. Let me make sure you can see this line because I don't think you can see it like I can see it. Oh, you can. All right, look. Make sure that you can see this. You see this bottom line here? This is a line of support in the past, and this is a line of resistance in the past. Notice that I didn't draw this today. I didn't put these horizontal lines here today. But look at Bionanogenomics. It came right back up, and then it hit the line of resistance. So this is why I tell you, we don't buy stocks when it hits a line of resistance. We don't do that. We let it hit that line and then come back down. And this is why we load up on puts potentially when you see it hit a line of resistance. Okay, somebody said take a look at Nio. All right, so family, particularly the Discord family, I want you to make sure you're paying attention to me. Yesterday, I had an opportunity to tell you this. I told you, we rolling out of one of the calls so we could get a further date, right? And look at that. We rolled out on a peak. So shout out to the Discord family again. We rolled out of it on a peak. So then we could get a further date. So again, you got to know what you're doing in the stock market. And I tell you that the stock market is a lot like playing basketball or any other sport, right? And I'm going to tell you why. It's not exactly like playing basketball, but I want you to see something, right? So let's see. Let's go to, why did I put a space in that? All right, here we go. Let's look. We got LeBron. Can you see this really good? No. Yeah, let's see. Where my boy LeBron at? Here we go, right here. So take a look at this. You got a basketball player. This is you. You the star of your portfolio. You got to think of that. With AMC, you do have some teammates. They're called the apes, right? You got to be able to trust your apes friends and your ape family to be able to win this one. But what you got to understand is that sometimes the referee is not looking. This is why I showed you this before. If you've been rocking with me on all of these lives, you remember this. You remember this if you've been rocking with me on all these lives. Sometimes the referees are not looking. Who is the referees? This is the SEC, which is the government, like the FBI, the alphabet boys, the FBI, the CIA, the SEC. Now, the Security and Exchange Commission. Now, sometimes they're not looking. So then you might get fouled. There might be some foul plays happening on the court, but we still got to make it stretch and then knock this out the park by how? Holding long. Now, only hold what you can hold. But again, this is like basketball. And sometimes in basketball, you have to actually play defense. And in the stock market, when you're playing defense because you don't have the ball in your hand, that's something like this. When you see that you hit a peak, right? And we rolled out of the option on a peak, and now we see that it's starting to come down. So we rolled out, so we have the most money possible at the time, and now we're playing defense. In defense, you are protecting your money. You are protecting your money, and that's your goal. This is your goal, you got to protect it. Your money is your goal, you got to protect your goal. We don't have the ball right now because it's coming down. Now, if it breaks under a support line, like this 44, we could put the ball back in our court and do what? Load up on a put and ride the wave. Remember, don't ride it to infinity. You ride it to the next support. Let's zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out, and let's look for the next support. The next support for this one is about after we get out of the 44. So it's at 43, but then we could totally come all the way down to about 41. 43, if it break through that too, 41. So then you would say, okay, it's time to get out. It's time to switch back to getting our offense. Family, I'm telling you, I want to teach you how to fish. I want to teach you how to fish. This is why I come on here. So I can teach you how to have the tools so you can succeed and you can win. But again, shout out to Disney is going nuts. Disney is going absolutely nuts. Discord family in the building. Discord family is in the building. I'm telling you, my boy Leroy said defense wins championships. That's right. That's exactly right. This is why I get on here and I show y'all, look, if you had $10 million, this is how you could live off of dividends for the rest of your life, the rest of your kids' lives, the rest of your grandkids' lives, that generational wealth that we always talk about. Shout out to Chastity. Appreciate you, big dog. She said, let me see if you got your upper mitts. You know I got them on. Please explain. Nokia, LLY had an insider sell a lot of shares yesterday after the RSI was over 70, and Nokia had a good quarter. That was the second quarter, and it was good. Okay, let's check them out. All right, so currently it gapped up recently, right? You see this gap right here? It gapped up, and then from about 5 to about 6, so like $1, right? So with this, I didn't know that their earnings was good. Let's check the news. Global Star, 22 hours ago, upgrade, tech stocks. So yeah, this one, I'm just gonna be real with you, family. Personally, I would leave this one alone. I think it's gonna come up to like the 630 range, but you see that it's at 615 right now. The next support is about $6.10 or even $6. So the movements are not going to be super drastic unless something crazy happens, unless something really, really crazy happens. Okay, so now, personally, I would stay away from that one unless you're trying to load up on shares. Then that's fine if you believe in the company. Now, LLY, which is Lilly in this case, is coming down. It should come down to about 255 or so. It could find some support at 260. You want to see this break 260 and then boom, you could ride the wave to 255 or even 250 on this. So be on the lookout for that. But now let's get back to what we were talking about before. Disney. Look at this. Look at this, family. Let's go. And again, I want to give a super major shout out to the Discord family because I'm telling you, nobody was really running options on Disney like that. But we saw a huge opportunity there and just straight ran it up. I tell you, every time, I just don't have it in my heart to leave you uninformed. If I see a play, look, I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on. Just know that. Let's see what else is going on. Oh my goodness, Facebook is running too. Family, we were talking about this yesterday. We just didn't get our fill. We didn't get our fill price. We were trying to get a fill at, what was it, 250, and it got to at 450. It got to 460. It was coming down, and then it just bounced, and then we missed it. But I knew Facebook was gonna wake up. I knew it. Man, that's a banger. Man, that is a banger. Some of my family in the Discord actually just bought it at the market price, and they should be in this one running. Again, let's go. Let's go. Let's check out Pinterest, see if we in the 160s. No, not pins. Okay, so Pinterest is still consolidating, but notice the floor is getting higher on Pinterest. And eventually we're just waiting to close this gap. But we got to just wait and be patient on this. All right, now, man, Facebook is running. If you in the Discord, you know we were looking to get into this one. You know we were. My guy, Movel, shout out to you, big dog. He said, hey, how you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm great. He said, I'm a truck worker at nights, and I was wondering if you do private tutoring because I can't keep up with you guys. So, big dog, look, join the Discord family. The link is in the top of this chat right here, and hit me up. Join the Discord, hit me up. I be in there with the Discord family all the time, and we be chopping it up, breaking plays down. Yo, I knew Facebook was gonna do this. I could just see it, because it just came all the way down like this from 377, and for a banger company like Facebook to just flop like this, come on, you know it was gonna run. You know it was gonna run. Connecticut in the building. So somebody's asking me, how far do I think Facebook can run? Now, I wanted to get a call for, I forget, was it October? I can't remember the date. I have it in the Discord, but I didn't get the fill. I wanted to get the fill. I was this close to catching the absolute bottom, family, the absolute bottom. I was literally 10 cents off from catching the bottom, and then it took off. Man, oh my goodness, look at this. Come on, Facebook. Where do I see Facebook going? It should slow down a little bit at 365. Look at this. But I want you to see, this is only one touch point. This is an extremely weak resistance line. If it break past this, yeah, we headed to 170. If it break past this resistance, we headed to 170, baby. Easily. Remember, nothing is written in stone on the stock market. Facebook could come out tomorrow, and next thing you know, the government is talking about how Facebook is spying on you again, and then the stock will come back down again. But remember, that would be good news for us, because then we get another chance to get back in low. Bad news for a good company is good news for you to jump on the train. Think of it like this. When you're thinking about, you got to look at the stock market like this, right? Like a roller coaster. And literally, you're looking at it right now like it's a roller coaster. Notice, it has all of these peaks up here and all of these other kind of things, right? But you probably get on the roller coaster right here. So if the company is doing all these loops and going all crazy, and then they get some crazy bad news, but you know that the roller coaster, the company is still a banger, then it's just gonna come right back down so you could get on and then go on the loop. That's how you gotta look at it. And when you see everybody up here and they're screaming and yelling, oh, this is great, just know they coming right back down for you. So then when you ask, should we jump in up here? In this case, you say, you know what? I'm gonna wait for the roller coaster to come right back down. Or you load up on a put and then ride it right back down. So then when they crying, you say, I got a put on that, so I'm pumped and I'm happy. Somebody said, look at Pinterest again. We just looked at Pinterest. Pinterest is, I want you to notice, our floor is starting to get higher. Before the floor was in the resistance, or the support actually was 58, now it's up here. So this is showing strength. It's showing more strength. We're just waiting for the gap to fill back up. Now, again, nothing in the stock market is written in stone. I want you to understand that. However, if there was ever a good setup, this is looking like it, especially with Pinterest being a banger. Pinterest is a banger. There's like between 70 and 90% of people who are on Pinterest who are actually there to spend money. And people who have businesses online, e-commerce businesses, particularly, you want to find out where people are spending money. All right, now, so let's look at AMC. So AMC is coming right back down, right? It's coming right back down to the low 30s. So what I'm thinking is this. Now, I want you to understand, AMC is a crazy high risk, high reward option play, right? Crazy high risk, high reward option play. But we've noticed time and time again, when it broke under, let's zoom out a little bit more. When it got to like the 30, like this is the 28, this is about the floor. When it got to like the 30 mark, you could definitely ride this back up several times to like 35, right? So if this thing breaks under the 20 mark again, I might actually get up and get on a call option. But remember, they super high risk because we know they're manipulated. It's just like playing a basketball game, like I was telling you, and then the referees aren't paying attention. They aren't calling foul, nothing like that. You got to think about that and remember that. Crazy manipulated play. All right, let's get it. So now, let's see. We coming down to and we actually in a free fall right now, it looks like. Let's see. 30. Yeah, all right. The next resistance is, or support, I keep saying it backwards. The next support is about 31. Right? You see this right here? But it's a weak support, so don't expect it to hold for long. Don't expect it to hold for long. We hope that it bounces, but if it gets here, and it should, don't expect it to hold for long. Robinhood. Robinhood shot up. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Robinhood is still up 11% today. And people were telling me, and let's just double check this, that Cathie Wood, who is the ARK Invest, she was killing it in 2020. ARK Invest, apparently, they loaded up on Robinhood. So this is Barron's. Barron's a pretty good source for stock information. So Robinhood stock is soaring. This just came out on the 4th at 11:09 a.m. Eastern time. Now, Cathie Wood may be right. Let's X out of this so we can see what's going on. All right. The knives were off Robinhood. The lackluster debut anticipated. Where's Cathie Wood? Where did she talk about this at? I don't know. They're probably gonna go on and on and on and on. Yeah, they're not gonna get to the point. So, but either way, apparently Cathie Wood is loading up on this stock. Bargain hunting. 3 stocks she just bought. All right, let's check out the one, the only, the motley fool. Let's see what they're saying. So Wood bought shares of Robinhood for 3 of her ETFs during the first 5 days of the market open. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. But again, the large institutions, they are really, really loading up on stocks like this. And they're spending billions of dollars doing it. So then they could really push this market. My guy said, you the best in the game, bro. Great teacher. Appreciate you for that. Just know. Just know that. My guy Alvin, appreciate you, big dog. He said hello from Singapore. Shout out to Singapore in the building, baby. Shout out to Singapore. Singapore's in the house. All right. I want you to notice this. The entire stock market is about to go red. It's going red. We are basically at, what percentage are we up? 0.02%. 0.02%. So the entire stock market is very, very, very close to going red today. And again, it's a Friday. And I was telling everybody in the Discord again, if you are in the puts section of the Discord, then you've seen that I was saying, you know what? It's Friday. And historically, in the last at least few months, Fridays have been red days. Red days. And look at the market. Look at the market. There's a lot of people who are doing a lot of selling because they're trying to get out before the weekend. This isn't always the case, but particularly today is the case. Like it's not the case with Facebook. I knew Facebook was going to do well, and I want to jump in this one, but I want it to be closer to the 160. It's headed towards a resistance, but we want to get in on the support. All right, now let's check them out again. You know what? We got to check out Gamestop, GME. If you're in Gamestop, let me know in the comments. I don't know how many people here are actually in Gamestop. Let's check them out. Let's check them out. We even listen to you in New Zealand. Shout out to New Zealand. Shout out to New Zealand. Jason said inside selling the Robinhood. Yeah, they trying to cash out. They're trying to cash out. Here we go. All right. So we're looking at GameStop. GameStop has been on a downtrend since, it was in an uptrend for a while, but since about July 20th or so, July 21st is looking like, this thing has been in a constant downtrend. Let's zoom even more out. Okay, yeah, so it's been in a downtrend for some time. Let's see. This real downtrend started at about June. In June, it really started coming down. But, oh, good sign. Look at this. Long-term support. A very long-term support. My guess will be this is 150. Oh, look at that, family. If you were in GameStop, yeah, the family telling me they in GameStop too. Look at this. We are hitting a very strong support. And the support has been holding true since March. Look at this. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch. And we coming up on a 5th touch. And we starting to bounce a little bit. If you're in GameStop, personally, you don't want to see this break under this support. If it does, you might be headed towards 100 or even less. But you don't want to see it break this 150 support. You want to see it hold. And if you don't have GameStop shares right now, and you're looking to establish a position, not financial advice, there's not been a better time in a long time to pick it up. Again, only put in stuff like this that you're willing to lose. Why? Because you need to have diamond hands to be in a play like GameStop or to be in a play like AMC. So don't put in stuff you ain't willing to lose, because in these cases, again, you're going to let the people who trust in you down. How? Because they holding for you, and if you ain't holding for them, then what? Then what? We need everybody to be cohesive. Let's get it. Let's get it. Loving GME, been in early and cheap prices. SOS. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Now, I have not been researching GameStop for a while, so I don't know what the squeeze potential is on it. I'm sure that it exists, but I don't know what it is because I've not been researching it. All I'm looking at it right now is from a technical standpoint, and I see that this 150 is a very, very, very strong support. And if it breaks through, that's a bad sign. And if it pops off of it, that's a really good sign. Okay, so somebody said Disney is dropping. Yeah, Disney is dropping if you got in today. If you got in with us at 170 on the call, then 77, it means nothing. All right, somebody says Virgin Galactic is running. Yeah, it is. It's about to hit a peak though. So if you're looking at load up on this, let me tell you something. Yeah, 2 bad signs. If you're looking to load up on this, listen, this could totally, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm gonna keep it real, I'm gonna keep it raw. This could go to $80 today, but it's at an all-time high and at a resistance line. Nope, not me. Nope. This is how I feel about getting in on that. Right here, this is looking like a disaster. This is looking like a disaster. Now, you might see this today or Monday or whatever, and you like, yo, Kenan, you was wrong. This thing is $80, $80. Look at that, Nope. I guess it's not all-time high. All-time high is looking like what, 60? This thing could be $60 today. But am I loading up right here at this peak? You could, after a green candle like this? No. No. There will always be another play. That's how I tell myself. And look, it broke past the resistance. It broke past it. That's a good sign. Now it's not as bad as a sign as when we were under it. But again, nope. Look, it's fighting with it. It's fighting with the line, just like we said. If it breaks past it, breakout, that's a really good sign. If it falls under it, you already know what time it is. There will always be another play. You can't catch every single one. You can't catch every single one. What you got to do, though, is like I said, you got to play offense and you got to play defense. You got to play offense to get your money up, to get your points on the scoreboard, which is the dollars in your account. And then you got to play defense, which is holding on to what you have. All right, AMD. AMD is back up to 114 after it came down to 110. I did not know it came down to 110. If I knew it came down to 110, I would have probably did a call. Let me see. Let me keep it real. 110. No, I wouldn't have did a call. I'm lying. I wouldn't have did a call right there. I would have did a call perhaps at what? 111. 111 would have made more sense. when you gotta keep it real and be honest with yourself. When you're looking at certain things, you can't always time the bottom. So I'd probably did a call at like right here, and then boom, rolled this up. All right, appreciate your time and info, bro. Shout out to my guy King T. How do you feel about Gold Pro options? So let's see. Let's see. All right, so Gold Pro, right? We had a huge spike up the other day. What was this, yesterday? Yeah, this was just yesterday to 12, and now it came back down. It was from 9 to 12. That's a huge spike up, and then it dropped right back down. All the little FOMO buyers got crushed right here. And then we're at what, 10.51? The $10 range should be a support now. Let this thing get as close as possible to 10 before doing any call options on it. And let's zoom out and see how it moves. So yeah, take a look at this. This thing has been stagnant for a little bit. So if you do get an option on this, what I want you to do is perhaps let it come down to the $9 range, preferably the $8 range, but put your call option. It can't be close. This thing does not move violently quickly. Like, if you're trying to get in on options, I want you to see something. To be honest with you, totally honest, the best play for a rookie with options, or even a veteran with options, if you're really thinking about it right now, is Apple. And I'm gonna show you why. Look at this. I drew this channel. What I mean by channel, I mean this tube that Apple is in. Apple has extremely strong support at 141. And it has extremely strong resistance at 150. Many people are doing what is called like an iron condor, where you just making money because it's staying in between two ranges. Or other people are also making money on the way up on a call, making money on the way down on a put, making money on the way up on a call, making money on the way down on a put, right? Right now, notice that we are in the middle of the strong resistance and the strong support. So should you do a call or should you do a put? In this case, you don't do either. You just wait for the play to come to you. Don't try to force it, because if you try to force it, then you had a weak support. It's a 50-50. You don't want to play 50-50s. How do you feel about cat options? I was looking at the 210 for 820 CAT. 210. Let's see. So all right, yeah. To be honest, it's looking like it's gonna get to. I can see it. To be honest with you, I can see it. I don't think this one is a 50-50. The one that you just mentioned, I don't think it's a 50-50. It's getting up to, it just passed a recent resistance. It's kind of there. I can see it. I'm not gonna run it, but I can see it. I would need to look at it further, but I can totally see it. Appreciate you, big dog. Shout out to Tank Girl. Appreciate you. And shout out to Kyle, my guy. My guy Black, he said he uses Condor. He uses Iron Condor on Verizon. Shout out to Verizon. Let's get it. Kenan, can you buy options on mobile apps? Yeah, if you want Robinhood or anything like that. Oh yeah, speaking of that, family, let's talk about it. So in my last video yesterday, we talked about what is called payment for order flow. And yes, you can use options on any of these apps. All of them. The easiest one to use in particular is Robinhood. Let's keep it real. It's Robinhood. They got an extremely user-friendly interface. And I know everybody hates Robinhood, but I want you to understand, the same level of hate that you have for Robinhood, you should have that same level of hate for Webull, for Fidelity, for Public, for Charles Schwab. This is why I've been telling you, and those who've been rocking with me know for a long time, know for a very long time, that I say, look, you can't trust any of these, so then just use all of them. You can't trust none of them, use them all, right? Spread the distrust. I don't trust Robinhood like that. I don't trust Webull like that. I don't trust Fidelity like that. I don't trust Charles Schwab like that. None of them. They all are doing the same thing. I told you 100 times. They're in the business of making money. They're in the business of making money. If Robinhood is getting away with something, guess what? All of the other things, they're going to just load up and do the same exact thing. So then when people have been killing Robinhood about the payment for order flow thing, guess what? All of these other sites, right? All of these, like, for example, no disrespect, Public, right? People are like, oh man, go to Public. Go to Public. Public. What is this app called? Yeah, public.com. And let's look them up. Payment for order flow. what is payment for order flow? I'll talk about it in a second. Give me a second. So public has a thing saying this. How does public make money? And then they're talking about, let's go back because they got the headline that's important. Take a look at this. Why you should avoid payment for order flow, right? So apparently this doesn't take payment for order flow. What I want you to think about though is just because they're not taking payment for order flow, are they not still flowing your orders through the wholesalers? And for my veteran investors who listen to me right now, I want you to understand, just because you don't take payment for the order flow, it don't mean that you're not doing the order flow. The order flow thing is what's going on. And I want you to just remember that and consider that. So imagine this. Imagine that somebody was, what's a crime somebody could be doing that's not like a malicious, vicious crime, right? So something like, I don't know, let's say, I can't even, I'm at a blank because it's just so crazy to me that people just want to jump on something like public because they're not taking payment for order flow, but they're still doing order flow. So here we go. Let's do this. Payment for order flow. Let's break it down, what that even means. All right. Let's see if we can find a good graphic that's not too complicated, right? Let's see. You don't want to get anything too crazy looking. You want to keep it real simple, right? Maybe this one is fine. Maybe this one is fine. Nope, I'm not seeing any good ones at all. None. All right, yeah. Let's use these dudes right here. So let's say that this in the middle, this guy with the glasses in the middle with his hair up, let's say that he is Citadel, hypothetically, allegedly, right? Nobody is trying to get sued, right? So let's say that this is Citadel, and let's call them like a warehouse, like Walmart, or like even let's call them like an Amazon. So then this is a buyer. This guy here, he wants to buy, and this guy here, he wants to sell. So imagine that you were trying to sell literally anything. Like this little sticky notes I have right here. If you were buying sticky notes, you know to go to Walmart, you know to go to Amazon, you know to go to somewhere like that because they have a whole lot of them, right? What if you wanted to sell sticky notes because you were making them? You want to get a partnership with Amazon. You want to get a partnership with Walmart. So then you could sell a lot of them there. So people are all coming to a central location to buy and sell rather than having to knock on everybody's door. Hey, are you selling sticky notes? Hey, are you selling sticky notes? You be there all day, basically trying to get a fill to buy your sticky notes or to sell your sticky notes. So sometimes when you have payment for order flow, what happens is the dude who's basically doing the buying or the selling or whatever, they say, yo, I got a lot of people that want to buy sticky notes from me. And this person has a lot of people who wants to sell sticky notes. So then what they do is they meet in the middle with a central middleman, right? And then they get some kickback. So he said, look, I'm gonna bring everybody to you. And then he's gonna bring everybody to you. All of the buyers and all of the sellers end up in the same warehouse, and then they just get quick fills. But what's happening is they're getting paid. This guy's getting paid to send you here, and this guy's getting paid to send you here. But what's going on with places or things like public, they're still using these warehouses. But what the problem is people say, oh no, they're good because they're not getting paid to do it. So they're still sending you to the warehouse. They're just not getting paid to send you to the warehouse in this example. Now, the problem is this. When you have a warehouse like an Amazon or like an Apple or something, or not, like an Amazon or like a Walmart or something like that, or like a Citadel, allegedly, hypothetically, is if they know that they have 1 million orders of some stock and then everybody's about to run the price up, they could buy it first and then let all of your buying run their stock up. Or if they know that everybody's about to start selling some stock and they own the stock, they could sell it first and sell it at the high, and then all of your selling gets sold next. So you got to think of it just like that. So now, again, the problem isn't payment for order flow. The problem is that you don't get the opportunity to choose to go directly to the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ or something like that. Because remember, it's not so much that the payment for order flow is bad, it's that the people in the middle can get up in front of you and manipulate the market by selling or buying before you do. That's the problem. That's the huge problem. It isn't really necessarily the payment for order flow. But what happens is this. Sometimes this is where payment for order flow is actually an issue. Where the people like, for example, hypothetically, allegedly, nobody knows, right? Robinhood, let's call this person Robinhood. Let's say that they will push you here even if the price isn't the best. They'll still do it. They'll still push you here if the price isn't the best. But somebody like Fidelity, for example, what they do is they give you the option to go directly to different markets, like the NASDAQ, for example, like the New York Stock Exchange, all these other things like that. Now, that's pretty much going on. Thanks for the knowledge. You know I got you, family. You know I got you. You know I'm gonna break it down. You know I'm gonna break it down. So then when people say, oh man, what's going on? Listen, all of these, and look, if you've been rocking with me every day, I told you this 100 times, like I told you. And I'm gonna use the same example I used before. Tell me if you remember. Here we go, excuse me. The Krusty Krab pizza. The Krusty Krab, they don't sell burgers. I mean, they don't sell pizza. They sell burgers. You see what I'm saying? They don't sell pizza, they sell burgers. But they're in the business of making money. It's not so much about the burger, it's about making money. So then when Squidward ended up getting a call and somebody ordered a pizza, Mr. Krabs said, you know what? We sell pizza today and we deliver today. And before, they weren't delivering or selling pizza. But you know what? He saw a chance to make money and he wasn't going to pass it up. And this is how everything is with Robinhood. This is how everything is with Webull. This is how everything is with all of these other kind of things. If they see a chance to make money, they're going to jump on it. They're going to jump on it. This is why you see so many different things. Like, for example, I just found out that BIC, the company, BIC, has like a partnership with Snoop Dogg or something like that. Makes sense, right? And Martha Stewart. Now, look, this makes sense because Snoop Dogg is known for whatever he's known for, right? We're not going to get into that. Nobody trying to get demonetized. Martha Stewart is known for whatever she's known for. Nobody's trying to get into that. They got a partnership with BIC. And they just advertise for them and make money, right? Even though cannabis has been largely illegal for a long time, but this partnership is, you probably seen pictures like this years ago. You probably seen pictures like this years ago. And now cannabis is just starting to get legal, but they've been doing this. Why was BIC interested in having these partnerships with them, even though cannabis was illegal? Because they know that, you know what? The people who support us, they're doing it. And they're in the business of making money. They're not in the business of being righteous or doing anything like that. They just want to make money. If BIC could sell you Windex or glass cleaner, they would start selling you glass cleaner, family. I'm telling you that right now. They would start selling you glass cleaner. It's about making money. It's not about anything like anything that you would think. Now let's go back. Let's go back and check out Gamestop again. And let's see. Yeah, so we bouncing off. Let's see. Oh, Gamestop even hit in the 140s at a point. Gamestop hit in the 140s at a point, but notice it bounced back up. We want to see it hold around the 150 mark. Keep that in mind. We want to see it hold in the 150 mark. Now, AMC does not have these same support lines or levels to the length that GameStop does, because this AMC run was not as far back. But right now, currently, we do have strong supports, which are in the $28 to like $31 range. Somebody say I'm your best friend. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you, big dog. Martha still got her ears to the streets. Hey. Yo, family, I thought Pinterest was $26. Look at this. Can you see this? Pinterest, I said 26. I was like, oh my goodness, we got to either double down or get out of this now. I thought, but this is pen. This is pen. This isn't pens. Let's click it. I'm like, pen is 26. This is crazy. What happened? But no, this is pen. Let's get out of that. Pinterest is still fighting in the 160 range. I'm sorry, $59 range. Let's get it. BNGO is at 625. All right, let's check them out. Let's back up. Okay, so Bio Nano is getting to Yo, this was crazy. So today it got all the way up to 630, just about. And then it came all the way down to 602 and then just shot right back up. So there must have been a really large buy. Let's check. Sometimes you can check Twitter and then find out if there's been a really large trade on these stocks. Let's look. Let's go to Twitter. And let's look up, who might have this? What was it? Amount, size, and then BNGO. Amount, size, I need an S, BNGO. Twitter. Let's see. Nothing yet. All right. Amount, size, dollar sign, BNGO. Okay. So no update from Trade with Alerts. The last big purchase was at 624. The price. They picked up 190,000. This was 18 hours ago, and they picked up 1.8 million. But before that, on August 5th, which is yesterday, they picked up 650,000. So there are some big trades that is happening in the last 2 days. 600,000, 1.6 million, 600,000 again. So yeah, there's some big trades happening on this one. So you could imagine that right now, the big dogs they taking a look at this. Not crazy. They're not buying tens of millions or hundreds of millions, but they in there. They're in there. But notice we at the resistance and we coming right back down. But I want you to be cautious because you even seen yourself how this thing came down here and then boom, bounced right back up. That's right. It's been coming up here to about the 630. Look, boom, boom. It got over real quick. And then again. So what we would like to see is to be able to ride this wave right back down to 550. But what's sad, right, is it gets to this in the pre-market or in the aftermarket, like in the after hours. So then even if you got in, you'll notice that you couldn't get out of an option down here. You wouldn't have been able, you'd have been stuck. You'd have been just holding on. Rosa E. Jamie, appreciate you, big dog. Much love. Good morning. Shout out to the big dog. All right, yeah, let's look. So AMD is running, baby. Somebody, oh yeah, it's payday. It's payday, right? For a lot of people. So many people are getting paid today. So, like I always say, if you are interested in getting cryptocurrency, like we be talking about, you could wait for this one to come down, Ethereum, but on payday, even if it's $20, hypothetically, allegedly, right? Nobody's a financial advisor. Strike days. This is when you strike on specific days and you put a little bit aside every now and again, bam, 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 and then you just loading up and you establish a position just very, very slowly on cryptocurrency. So like if you was investing into Doge and you got paid today, maybe you put $20 in it, maybe you put $50 in it. Nothing you're gonna remember, or you just want to set it and forget it. Am I doing any plays today, Kenan? I'm looking, right? I'm looking at bio-nanogenomics. I want to see it bounce back up. I want to see it in the 630s. So I'm looking at that. I'm looking at Facebook. You know it. You know me. As soon as I see a play, Discord, bam. We in the Discord. I'm gonna hit the Discord with it. I knew Facebook was gonna do this gap up like this. Bam. We wanted to get in back here, but I'm looking for Facebook, right? I'm looking here. What else am I looking at? Apple. We want to see Apple though. We want to see it come down. Grand Rising. Appreciate you, family. Appreciate you. We also want to see AMC. Now, people gonna be a little surprised by this. What's going on with this? Not interested in that. We also want to see AMC come down to the battle of 3110, where we lost a lot of zombie apes that day. Why do we want to see it? Because this could be a chance to load up on a call and then bow, run with it, baby. Shout out to the apes. Shout out to the apes in the building. That's what you want to see. My guy Flagrant Elbow, he said, help us find an option or two and we could run for like 150. Family, I'm on the lookout. I want you to know. Shout out to Tiffany. Shout out to Tiffany. Zing, how you even say that? How do you even say that? Z, what? I don't know. All right, yeah. So I'm on the lookout, family. Just know, if this one hits like I want you to know this, everybody. If you do an option on a Friday and it's for Friday, this is literally the highest risk, highest reward play you could run. If you run one today, you gotta get in, gotta get out today. It's either moon or zero. This is how it works with options when you run them on Friday, and it's ending on Friday, like today. My guy said, I'm waiting for this AMC 31 for October 15th. So, all right. So, Rochelle, I want to comment on that. I appreciate you for that. I thought options for AMC delay the squeeze. So this is for example, if your position is not established and you just play in the options, you are not helping. Oh, appreciate you, family. Zinga, appreciate you. Yeah, so this is like this, and I'm so happy you asked this question. If you don't have a position in AMC, but you want to be an ape and you only buying options, you are technically not helping it. But if you are playing the options, right? You are playing the options and you have your position established, that's fine. Don't let people tell you what to do with your money when you want to do it. Like, for example, me personally, I see a lot of money to be made with, oh, here we go, Kenan Grace Radio. All right, family. So, you already know what time it is. My thing went out. It's Kenan Grace Radio. You can't see the camera anymore. So, we in Kenan Grace Radio. If you can still see me or you can still hear me, let me know, baby. Let me know in the comments below. Just know, I'm coming back. What am I doing? I'm switching the battery so I can get back on these backs of who? The hedge funds, Jack. Let's get it. This is Kenan Grace Radio. I don't know. Oh, shout out to K Marie. Appreciate you, big dog. Oh, did my computer freeze? Did the computer freeze? Or is it just I don't know what's going on. Oh, no, we're good. This is still Kenan Grace Radio. This is Kenan Grace Radio, and you know what we doing. I want to say shout out to the Discord family in the building. I see Ireland is in the building. Oh, yeah. The computer didn't freeze. I'm just sitting here waiting for the squeeze. No orange juice. This is Kenan Grace Radio. I don't know if they shorted the camera. Here we go. And Kenan Grace is back. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You know what, family? Let me put in this charger that I thought I had in my camera. Discord family is in the building. Kenan Grace Radio, my favorite program. Listen, I didn't have my charger in my camera, so then Kenan Grace Radio, usually I pick when it come on. Now it came on me. Shout out to my guy Zero. BNGO gonna fluctuate between 604. Let's see it. Let's see it. 604 and 613. Let's see it. I can see it come. I can see it bouncing back if it hits 6 again. Kenan Grace Radio in the building. Somebody said hit that like button. Hit that like button for your boy if you appreciate the stream, baby. Bring Kitty. Kitty, listen. Cats, when you call a cat and you try to get a cat to walk over to you, you might as well be talking to a wall. You might as well be talking to a wall. Dogs, though. Oh, Amazon, the beast, the banger, the big dog. All right, definitely. Before anything else, let's check out Amazon real quick, family. Where we at? Here we go. Amazon. AMZN. Okay, so Amazon is real. It gapped down. So you know this thing is going to fill this gap. Amazon is a banger. Let's be clear on that. Amazon is an absolute banger. So the options on Amazon, though, family, they're probably crazy. Yeah, let's see. All right, they're not absolutely out of this world, but this is just for today. Nobody would buy. I would not buy a swing just today Amazon call. No, because you have to spend $1,000. Oh, am I on calls? Yeah, I'm on calls. You got to spend $1,100, $700 on something that's gonna expire today. Nah, you might as well go to Vegas with that. Let's look for January. Man. Yeah, the call options for Amazon are nuts. This one is $24,000. Yeah, $24,000. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's check out Robinhood, though. Let's see if we got any options potentially on Robinhood. All right, so Robinhood is back up to 56. All right, family, let's do it. Let's look for some potential options. Never get into an option, and if I find one, I'll send it to the Discord. If I don't, I don't. Never get into an option for the sole fact of getting into an option. You got to do this. When I see a price I like, I strike, and if I don't, we pass on a play. There will always be another play. My guy said, can you tell me the deets on Express, short interest, or whatever it is, possibly mess with it and trade it? So I currently don't know what the short interest is on Express, right? But let's look. So yeah, it's getting to a resistance line that it's been fighting with for a long time. You see this? Boom, boom, boom. It's getting right there again. So personally, nah, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it yet. Let this thing come back down to the 4s before you consider getting in on this. And if you're looking at it for a short squeeze, I don't know, potentially. Most stocks are being shorted. I want y'all to understand this. If nothing else, family, I want you to understand this. Most stocks that are getting heavily shorted is for a great reason. They most likely are overvalued, or they are going to be pushed down in time, right? Because the company isn't great. But what I want you to understand is what's different about AMC is that the apes, the retail investors, own most of the stock, way more. And we know that the institutions are basically shorting every single share that they have, and they have to buy them all back. So then that means that we are in a different position than just short interest. So like a stock like this, right? Let's say that Express could squeeze, do some type of squeeze. Let's say that you're trying to make a sandwich, right? The most basic sandwich ever, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? In order to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, what do you need? Bread, peanut butter, jelly, right? Now you got your sandwich. This stock, let's say that it has really high short interest. Okay, we got the peanut butter. Let's say that it has a lot of people interested in it, ready to run all kind of options on it. Let's take a look. 6,000, 8,000. Yeah, it got a lot of interest. A lot of people are interested in it. Okay, they got the peanut butter, they got the jelly. It's looking good, baby, right? But they don't have many retail investors that own the stock. They don't got the bread. But AMC has the peanut butter, the jelly, and the bread. So then the chance of that happening, of having that complete sandwich that you need, is much higher on the other ones. And you got to make sure that when you're looking for a short squeeze play, it has all of the ingredients to the sandwich that you need. And if it doesn't, it reduces the chance drastically. Let me ask you a question. If you got peanut butter and jelly, do you have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if you don't have bread? No. What if you have peanut butter and bread? Do you have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? No. What if you have jelly and bread? You still don't have the sandwich. So you need all of the components to match. So I want you to understand that this thing could do a squeeze. I'm not saying don't get in it, but I do want you to know that it's not the same thing as AMC, so you can't play it the same way. You cannot play it the same way. You got to play this one in a different way. Like, for example, I would let this come back down to the 4s, and then I would try to, bam, make a run or make a play on it. My guy T-Bone, you right. He said, look, there's no stock like AMC. That's right. And I want to give a shout out to Kev in effect. Appreciate you, big dog. He said, smash that like button. That's love. That's love. Let's go. Let's love. Somebody said peanut butter and jelly sandwich, baby. Do you know it? So, all right. My guy said, when should you get into AMC? I want you to think of this. It's Friday, right? Let's say that you were going to go out and spend, let's call it $40 and go out tonight, right? You spent $40. Instead of spending $40, which you weren't going to get back anyway, right? You weren't going to get that anyway. You was going to spend it. It was going to be gone. You were going to be okay. In this case, since this is money that you can lose, instead of spending that 40 on that, you might spend the 40 and pick up one share of AMC. You was going to spend the money anyway. You see what I'm saying? So then now you wouldn't be overextending yourself, and you would be able to straight up diamond hand this share. So then you put money into it that you're willing to lose, and then forget about it. Once you forget about it, one day you're going to hear on the news, either it didn't work out, the apes held on to zero, and then the short sellers won the day or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or we all sitting in the promised land, baby, got the martinis in the hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my yacht, you on your yacht, they on their yacht. We can't even hang out because you know what? You can't fit this many yachts in this one spot. It's going to be one or the other, baby. That's how we doing it. So my guy said this. Kenan, big dog race, let's go. He said, astronaut, boy, shout out to the big dog. Shout out to the big dog. He said, all right, if apes options expire out the money, and we'll know there's manipulation on Hood, should be handled legal action take place. So you know what, family? The leader of the SEC, I was telling you his name is Gary, right? And he said this. He said that they're trying to look into what's going on with the dark pools and blah, blah, blah. But we got to make sure that these dogs have teeth. You feel what I'm saying? We want to see that they actually do what they said they're going to do. But in terms of the options that are going out of the money, I feel like they're going to sweep that under the rug. That's a great point. I'm glad that you brought that up. So family, I want you to understand this, and I brought this up in many times, 100 different points. If somebody said apple martini in promised land with Kenan, let's get it. Let's get it. But I want you to understand this, family. If the stock is being manipulated and we find out, imagine that you have a call option right now that's going to expire today, and your call option was, let's call it for $35, right? And we find out, somebody says, so Kenan has bars. Let's say that we find out that the stock was being manipulated and the real price was all the way up at like 50. It was supposed to be 50, but they basically did some manipulation, and it was a proven fact, not speculation, proven fact. The SEC, who is the government, the alphabet boys, the CIA, the SEC, right? Let's say that they proved it, and then it would show you that your call option should have been in the money, but it was out of the money, and you lost all of your money. In this case, I bet you they would just sweep it under the rug and as if they never forgot about it, because there's so many little details to it that they probably wouldn't want to handle it. And if they did handle it, it would probably be like one of them class action lawsuits where everybody got $1. The lawyers make, it's $100 million lawsuit. The lawyers make $50 million, and then all 50 million of us get to split $1. That's literally exactly what will go on with that. I'm telling you, it's 100% that. My guy Jay said the beast, the big dog, the great MVP, Kenan. Appreciate you, Kenan, for president. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. So yeah, oh, my guy said, yo, we headed back to the battle of 3110. Khalif Martin, appreciate you for joining the family, baby. If you're trying to get into the Discord, everybody, what I want you to understand is I will help you to get in. Tammy is probably there, one of my mods, one of my admins. Appreciate you. It's probably helping people get in right now. 1,000 likes, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. So yeah, we headed back to the battle of 3110. The battle of 3110. We know that we could go under there. Let's see it. Let's see what happens. Because then, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm willing to take a high risk, high reward play if we run down, especially if we get to the 29s, 28s. And I'm willing to take a high risk, high reward play. But remember, when you get calls or puts on a stock that we know that they're not playing fair with, you got to put money in that you're willing to lose, as if you kind of playing the game. It's not really like the same thing as a call on Disney, for example. You know how we just knocked it out the park with the Disney call, right? We just literally killed that one, got in at 71 on this gap down, actually at 170, rolled it all the way up, right, to like 178. This is not the same thing. This is not the same thing as that when you get a call on AMC or a call on Apple or a call on something like that. Robinhood, Disney, not the same. Not the same. AMC, not the same. Love the energy. You know I got you, big dog. This is what we here for. We here for Kenan Grace. I'm your cup of coffee today, baby. I'm your cup of coffee. I got the energy. That's what we talking about. All right, now, somebody said take a look at charge point. Yo, I'm telling you, let me tell you right now. One day, let's zoom out. One day, charge point is gonna be $50. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Charge point gonna be $50 easy. I'm gonna cry. One day, Nio is gonna be $100. I'm gonna cry. Why? Because I'm just gonna be so proud. I'm gonna be so proud. I'm gonna be like, family, we did it. We did it. We knew we could do it. We knew we could do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be proud. Tesla is probably the easiest one that we could say is gonna go to 1,000. I'm not gonna cry about that. I could see that easily. Easily. My guy Ben, he said that Pens gap down. Pens did gap down. And we loaded up and we just sit here waiting. We just sit here waiting. It gapped down, and I think you're talking about this. On the 29th of July. Gap down. And then notice, we had our floor. But look, our floor is now slightly higher. But today's a Friday. Today's people are doing a lot of selling. Bro, how do I join the Discord? I got the link in the top of the chat. You should see it says Kenan Grace check, and then it's a rocket. Discord family in a building. Skills, very oversold. Again, you know what, family, too? And I appreciate you, T-Bone, for saying this. One thing that I want you to understand. Is this. Right, we all still up on pins. I want you to understand this, family. When we tell you don't put money into it that you're not willing to lose, it's not that we saying you're gonna lose money. We just need apes that have diamond hands. We need apes to have diamond hands. And the easiest way to have diamond hands is to have money in it that you're willing to lose. That's the easiest way. If you have money in it, like for example, let's say that you got a bill that's coming up, right? Your mortgage, your rent, something like that. And then you put that money in and you expect to get it right back. And now you need to take the money out, right? You basically paper hand and jumped in the movement with us with the paper hands. And we don't need that. We need you to put money in for this example that you ready to lose. So then you got the diamond hands, baby. And to be honest, there's so much manipulation. There's so much manipulation going on. Let me tell you that you need the infinity gauntlet. It's looking like that. It's looking like you need the infinity stones in your oven mitts. It's getting crazy. It's getting real crazy. It's getting spooky almost. Let me see something. Here we go. I want to get back to, here we go. Boom, I can see you now. That's right. 2030. Oh, look, we out of here, baby. We out of here. That 35 cup. Y'all funny, man. All right. What's your thoughts on DraftKings? We can take a look. But again, notice we're coming back down to the battle of 3110. Let's see. AMC gotta hurry, bro. They gonna repo my yacht. Oh, they gonna repo the yacht. We can't. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. When they realize I can't pay it off, we can't have that. We can't have them repo the yacht, not the yacht. Okay, my guy Vlex 103. Somebody else just asked me something too. I forgot what they said. They wanted me to look at PLTR. We can't have them repo the yacht though, big dog. Oh yeah, DraftKings. So for right now, PLTR. Oh, this is what we love to see. This is what we love to see. So look, family, we're coming down to a support of 120. And I'm sorry, 21. 21. We want to see that. We want to see that. So then we can ride the wave back up. But notice, this one has been struggling for a very, very long time. If you could get into this one in the teens, particularly if you're trying to load up on shares, that's optimal. That's optimal. And we don't always get optimal. But let's look up DraftKings. All right, DraftKings above 50. 50 should be a pretty decent support line. Gapped up, fell right back down. Boom. 50 should be a very decent support line. Let's look back in the past. See how we're doing. All-time high of 74. Yeah, if you're looking to load up on shares, guess what? That's fine. That's fine. Not financial advice. That's fine. If you're going to go long and hold some shares. All right, cool. Let's check out where my guy at. The one, the only, the beast, the big dog. AMC Entertainment. Let's see where we at. We still coming down. We still coming down. Oh, yeah, I said this earlier, but I didn't get to finish the statement. There's a lot of money to be made on the way down on AMC. But you be making money with the short sellers. And morally, in the position like I'm in, I gotta morally object against something like that. I can't get in on it. I can't make money with these short sellers, baby. If you are, I can't judge you. But I personally can't do it. Personally, no, not for me. I gotta morally object to that. I gotta stand on something. I gotta stand on my square. Let's see. Let me change this song too. Boom. All right, cool. Now, let me check them out. So let's look at, so charge point. I want charge point to come down, and I've been saying this for a long time. I want it to come down like to the 22 range. And notice, Friday, everything is coming down. Oh, I got some tears in the chat. Oh, let's go back. AMC, tears in the chat. Tears in the chat. Tears in the chat. Let's get it. Let's see. I'm about to get in the chat, baby. I'm about to get in the chat too. You see this? We read, but I'm going to the chat because I gotta help the family pull this price back up. Where is the chat? Here we go. Tears in the chat. Come on, AMC. We're gonna need a lot of tears today. We're gonna need a lot of tears today. Why do we put tears in the chat? Because we know that AMC stock price is fueled by none other than hedge fund tears. We like to see the hedge funds lose this money that they stole from us, allegedly, supposedly, right? Nobody's trying to get sued, but allegedly they stole all of our money and then they trying to use it to put companies out of business. And we not having that. We not having that. None of us. There's nobody in here who was having that. Let's get it. Tears in the chat. Come on, AMC. We believe in you. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You could do it. We know you could do it. Oh, it's working. Look. Oh, come on. We fighting, baby. We fighting them. Let's go. Push it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Woo. Let's go. Let's go. It's working. Let's go. Family, tears in the chat. I told you time and time again. You can go to education. You get education at Harvard University, Yale University Business School, and they're gonna tell you all of these financials and all of this make a stock go up. That's cap. It's freaking tears in the chat. It's tears in the chat. Let's go. Tears in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Look at that. Look at that, family. We love it. We love to see it. Let's see if it works on GameStop. Let's see if it works on GameStop. It's working on GameStop too. Let's go. Let's go. Tears in the chat, baby. Yo, let's go. It's working. Ric Flair, baby. Woo! Let's go. Yo, listen. We could change the world. For just one tear in the chat, you could change the world. Don't ever let anybody tell you anything different. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, I know it seems ridiculous and it seems crazy, but I want you to understand that it works. It works. It don't have to make sense to other people. It works. Look at this. This is AMC now. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Look. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They can't. Oh, family. Oh my goodness. Yo, that's crazy. You know what? We need a moment of silence. We need a moment of silence. What is that thing called? This. Yep. I cannot think of the name. I think it's a... Could we get a moment of silence for all of the money we just made these hedge funds lose? Just a quick moment of silence. We did it, family. We doing it. We doing it. They losing out. Let's go. Let's go. Listen, they can't see us. They cannot see us. Tears in the chat. Now, you can argue all you want. You can argue all you want about whether it was working or not. We just got 4 straight minutes. Three straight minutes going on 4. We on a minute chart. Green candles. Boom. Let's go to the 5 minutes, see how it looks. Look at that. 5-minute interval. We just started doing this. We just started doing this. Yo, we just started doing this. Shout out to us. Let's go back to the minute chart. Oh, they trying to get us now. They're trying to get us now. Let's see. Let's see how much money they lost and see if anybody done a calculation. So let's see. Hedge fund loss on AMC. Let's check out what happened recently. If there's any news on that lately. So July 5th, $12 billion in losses. Let's change the time frame. Tools. Let's change the time frame to any time to the last month. Short sellers lose $44 billion in 30 days. That's a lot of money. Okay, another hedge fund is shorting AMC as the meme stock darling falls. Okay, I wonder, that's weird. You know what? Why are they announcing this? Another hedge fund is shorting AMC as the meme stock. Oh, I know why they're announcing it. They're announcing it for the simple fact that they want you to jump on the boat. They want you to jump on the boat. Let's see. O'Day Asset Management is plotting to short bet against AMC, according to Financial Times report. So they literally went to the Financial Times and told them, hey guys, we're gonna short AMC. That's crazy. And it says an investor letter cited by Financial Times position, major distortions stemming from AMC's retail driven uprun. So you know what this means? They literally commented, according to the Financial Times, which is also according to Business Insider, or what is this? Yeah, Market Insider. They tried to get your money, and they literally basically used us by name and said the retail driven uprun. So they're trying to short us out of existence. And AMC's price is falling below $30. You know what? They just doubling down on this media stuff that they always do, family. They always do this, right? They want to scare everybody into selling out of their shares. And it makes you think, why do you want me to sell this thing so bad? Why do you want me to sell this so bad? Like we were just talking about, like houses, right? Like I looked up the word home earlier, I want you to think of this. Like I had this example. Where was that house? Where was it? It was this one. Imagine that you bought this house for $1 million, right? It's a nice house. It's probably in a nice area. And then somebody came on your door. They came to, and they were like, yo, they were like, it's time for you to sell this house. And they want you to sell it. They keep telling you, oh, this house is going to lose value. You need to move up out of here. They keep telling you and telling you and telling you, right? And then you thinking to yourself, why do you want me to sell my house so bad? It would make me think that I must be sitting on a gold mine if they want me to sell this house so bad. They probably could strike oil under my house. You see what I'm saying? So when they keep, and they just get everybody in the neighborhood to basically, come on now, come on, man, this is ridiculous. They always try to trick you out of your position, and we not having that. Oh, my guy said, make sure you got your idiot hats on for this one, because you got to be an idiot to believe some of this stuff. It's as simple as that. It's simple as that. All right, now let's get out of here. Come on now. I'm going to look into this later, because I got to do a video later, but I'm going to look into this and see what's going on and get in more detail on this. Let's go back and see. Okay, look at this, family. So we start to get a little green candle, but as we cool off on the tiers in the chat, you can see the correlation between us really, really pushing the tiers in the chat versus us when we cool off on it. Look at that. Come on now. They got to stop playing with us. Why are institutions investing in AMC? They know what time it is. It's as simple as that. So let's take some education right now. Let's get some education. So if you want to see the institutional ownership, you know how I always tell you, if you want to be a big dog, you got to think like one, baby, right? Look up any stock, for example, AMC, and look up institutional ownership or institutional investors, and then put CNN. Nio, institutional investors, CNN. AMC, institutional investors, CNN, something like that. And then you'll get to see who are the top 10 owners of this company as of the last quarter. Right? Take a look at this. The top 10 owners of AMC Entertainment Holdings, Vanguard. They're number one. They own 7% of the company. 7.37%, which is a total of $2 billion worth of it. And this is as of last quarter. They report this every quarter. However, the SEC is working on some paperwork. We'll see if they get it moved. But they're working on some paperwork to see if they could get it to basically monthly reporting rather than, but we'll see. They move like a turtle in these kind of time frames. They picked up, look at this, 29 million shares. Vanguard. BlackRock, which is the second, so Vanguard is the second largest asset manager on earth, and then Vanguard is second and BlackRock is first. So they own everything almost. And then they picked up 18 million shares. Look at this. One thing, if nothing else, I want you to see. All of the top 10 owners of AMC have added shares to their positions. The lowest was 500,000 shares. The highest was 29 million shares. Every single one of the top 10 owners in the last quarter loaded up on shares, family. Let's look. Now, the top 10 mutual funds holding them, one of them dropped it by 0.6%. They sold 27,000, but keep in mind, they kept 259 million. And it's iShares Russell's 2000. So you, come on now. The big dogs, they know what time it is. They know what time it is. Somebody said Tesla is dropping. Let's take a look at them. Oh, okay. So Tesla, we want to see Tesla stay above the 700 range. However, if it drops below 700, this could be a straight shot back to like 650. Let's zoom out. Yeah, we want to see it stay above these ranges. Because I don't know about you. Making money on the way down, we could make money on the way down, but I'm ready to see the stock market just take off. I'm ready to see it take off. I'm going to keep it real. I'm ready to see it. But again, all of this red, we knew this was going to happen. It's a Friday. It is what it is. Everybody made a lot of money on Thursday. It's time to make money on the way down today. Robinhood, let's see what they're doing. So they're up. They got to 60 today, but then they bounced right back down to 56. Facebook. Okay, Facebook is coming back down. Let's look at the options on Facebook, family, because this is one that I'm looking into. You know, if I see a good one, I'm going to send it to the Discord. On the way down on a Friday, I wouldn't load up on like right now, but you could. You technically could if you give yourself some time. Let's see where we at. Let's see where we at. Yeah, this one's still up. The one I want, still up. BNGO is still hovering between these ranges. All right, GoPro is up. AMD is up. Virgin Galactic is up, but it's coming back down. It gapped up, and that's coming to correct. I don't expect it to come all the way back down here, though. But let's see if it does. Disney is up. Let's see. Square came down. Square went to what? 189, and now it dropped down to 175. Whoa, if you got a put on this, baby, you up. If you got to put there, yeah, you're up right now. Let's see what the options are looking like on Square, family. Let's see if we can get a play out of today. Let's take a look. 305. 277. Oh yeah, this is calls. Puts. 275. Let's see. Yeah, this might be a solid one. Put option. Open interest is high. That's, yo, I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked by the amount of money. Oh, it's super crazy short term. Let's go to a slightly further date. Let's look at what's going on. You never want to bet too long against a banger. Man, that's drastically different. Okay. Let's go back to today. Get in, get out play. Yep, this one is, oh my goodness. Theta is through the roof. This thing is going to be literally 100% worthless after today. And let's see, Gamma is decent-ish. Delta is, all right, yeah. So family, Delta, there's two ways to look at Delta. These are the Greeks on an option. Delta is basically the amount that it'll go up. So look at this. This option is $1.22. This thing will go up 44 cents. Or you could think of it like this. This is $122 for this option right now. It'll go up $44 if this thing drops by $1. And then if it drops $2, it'll go up Delta plus Gamma. So instead of, if it goes from, let's call it 175 to 173, it'll go up 44 first, and then it'll add on another 44 plus 5, so 49. So if this thing goes down to like $43, you would make like a quick $100, like really quick, almost a home run, and a $2 flip. But this one is high risk, high reward. Man. And as soon as I opened this up, I knew, I was like, yo, 275. Oh man, it's still going. It's still going. This was 96 when I clicked on this. I knew, if I would have thought to look at Square earlier, I didn't. But this one's running. Notice a lot of the other ones though, looking bad, looking real bad. A lot of other ones are looking real bad. If you just get in the building, baby, let me know where you from in the comments. Let the family know where you from. Let me check the family out, see what y'all saying in the comments. Look at Nio, AMC is moving. Let's go, AMC. Amsterdam is in the building. Let's check them out. Just know we looking for puts. Not on AMC though. We're looking for puts on, what is this? This is Square. Oh my goodness, now this is in the money? Oh my. Oh, man. This one, the open interest about to open up on this one. Dag, 275. Okay. Now it's going back down. Come on, go back up. Go back up. I kind of want this one. I didn't get it yet. Shout out to the family. People rolling in. I see you. Naptown, let's get it. Somebody said Tesla just hit 1K. You trolling. Let's get it. San Diego in the building. Good morning from Cali. Let's get it. It's hot in the kitchen, baby. Let's go. Chi-Town's finest in the building. Fort Lauderdale is in the building. Just know, family, we looking to get paid. We looking to get paid. And Square is falling. Square is falling. Let's see. Open interest on this is through the roof. Theta is through the roof. Any put you get today, literally, if you get up on it, you got to get up out of it ASAP. Shout out to Ohio. Okay, we headed back up a little bit. Okay, let's go back to Nio. Let's see. So we're looking at the put options now on Nio. Wow, the 43 put. Oh yeah, that's crazy. You could really make money here. It's $5. Theta's gonna kill you. If you can't hold this longer than today, right? You buy it today, and it's gonna expire worthless or expire way in the money. Let's see. How far did Nio come down today? 4%. Tesla, it hit 69 or 699. Oh, here we go. Tesla. $695. $700 put. Family, we might have to take a high risk, high reward one. High risk, high reward. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. We broke under the support just briefly. It's put season, baby. Let's look at the open interest. For 670 expiring today, the 11,000 people picked up on these. Look at this. Look at the open interest. Look at this. For 660 today, expiring today, 17,000. Whoa, and look, 650, 10,000. There's a lot of people who are betting against these like crazy. 550, 15,000. Now let's be clear. A lot of people are going to lose a lot of money today. Let's be absolutely clear on this. 100. These are puts. Yeah, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money today. Let's be absolutely clear. How do you sell an option? Once you buy it, you just click go to sell. If you click exercise, you're going to exercise it. Meaning you're going to either, if you bought a call, you're going to be buying 100 shares. So in this case, you would sell it. Just sell the contract. Oh, you can't see? Let me move this. All right. So yeah, we at 690. All right, family. I love Tesla to death. But I could see, did this just double? Oh my gosh, this just doubled. I could see it going to 695. I love Tesla to death. But once it breaks under the 700, the FOMO selling starts to happen. Does Robinhood have options? Yes, it does. Yo, my guy, you right. He's Denzel. He said they want us living under a bridge in a box that says Citadel on the side of it. That's exactly the truth. They want you living in a box, and then they're going to come pick that box up and say, look, this is our box. They're going to short the box you're living in. Rolls Royce. I didn't look at them yet. I'm looking at this one though. I might just take it, baby. I might just take it. I might just take it. Let's see. Let's look at it before we jump at anything. Let's look. You want to keep your eyes open. You never want to just get into a call or a put just for the sole fact to have one. You want to see it make sense. My guy said he has a play that ends today and it already lost 100%. Oh, let me see if you, the battle of, we there? The battle of 3110? We got to go check. We got to check on a big dog, the beast. 31, we in the 31 range. What we on a 30-minute chart? We on a 30-minute chart. Notice, on the day, we are definitely in a downtrend, and it should come down a little bit further than this. My guy said this is a swing trade option. If we get into an option today, absolutely. Absolutely. If we get into an option today, absolutely. You got to get in, and you got to get out like you never seen before. I'm about to go into the chat. Let me see something. If you get into a call or a put today, you got to be like this. You got to be in and out of there. You got to run past the Flash, past Sonic the Hedgehog. You got to be. They don't even see you. All right, look. So now Tesla is back up to 700. So let's go back to the options now. So they should be, now that this is out of the money. All right, it's hovering. But this option is still, the option didn't change its price yet. And let's check out Square, because if Tesla is up, it could be the case that Square is also back. Okay, it's getting close. Okay, yeah, so things are starting to bounce back up a little bit. But this is what they call a dead man bounce. Somebody said, flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee. My guy said Superman is faster than the Flash. Hey, you gotta be faster than both of them if you get into a call or a put today. You gotta get up in and get out. My guy Ali, what he said? He said you gotta be so fast that you hit the light switch and then you be in bed before the light turn out. It's that real. It's that real, baby. Right. Look at this. Don't be fooled by this. It could be, what we on? Square? Yeah. But we see it running up again, going up higher. Where is that? 7. Yeah, there we go. All right. Options. So now that this is back out of the money, excellent sign. Are we getting some recovery at 11? Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. I think this is a pump fake. I see this as a pump fake. It looks good, but I see it as a pump fake. So now we can look back at our options now that this thing is back out of the money. All right, so let's go to our trusty options calculator. Long call. Or actually, no. Put. Let's go to a put. What are we looking at? Square, SQ. 176, that's not true. The price is 175.23. No, 275. 275.23. And we're gonna buy a put. Let's say we bought it for today. All right, so now the puts are over here. And if we bought a 175 on the ask price, but let's double check what the ask is. Yeah, it's way higher. So 148. 148, which I wouldn't go for. I would not go for the ask, just know. 148. We bought one that would cost us 148. Why did I click that again? Let's see. Remember, you're going to see a lot of red, family. You're going to see a lot of red. This is the get in, get out last day. All right. So if it dropped to 175, you would make 27% on it. If it dropped to, we would need this to go to 173 to hit the home run. 173 flat would be a home run for this. However, you out of luck if it stayed the same. 175, if it stayed here or went up, you lost every dollar you put into this. So this one, extra. If you would hit the 200, the grand slam at, where we at? 171 would be a grand slam. Let's see, where are we? We don't like these prices, and it's still going up. It's still going up. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. I think this is a dead man's bounce. What do I mean by that? It's going green, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it for, like, let's say you load it up here, you think it's going to go up. I think it's still going to come back down. I could totally see this come back down. Unless we just have an overall reversal on the day for basically every stock. Okay, so let's see. We should find, where we at, right here, 77. Yeah, I'm so crazy. If you run a play today, I want you to understand the amount of risk that is involved. I want you to understand the amount of risk that is involved on a play today. If you get an option for today, there's got to be money that you're willing to lose. And it's now on an uptrend. But again, I don't believe it. I don't believe in this uptrend. And I could imagine most stocks are probably having a similar look. Look at that. Uptrend recent. Uptrend recent. There's a lot of buying happening right now. Pinterest, uptrend recent. Nio, uptrend recent. Charge point. Look, you see all of them doing the same thing? The whole stock market. It's funny when you look at it and you think, like, what's going on with that? Why does every one of these charts look exactly the same? Isn't that weird? So, all right, Ryan Wright, check SCR for a put, bro. Should run today or wait till Monday. SCR. It's been consolidating for like a while. Yeah, I wouldn't trust this one. I wouldn't trust this one. Do some further research on this. It gapped up like crazy. But if the reason is good why it gapped, then you got to definitely stay away. But yeah, family, look. Let's see if we headed up to this. Let's see if we headed up to this support. Or resistance now. Let's say we headed to this resistance. We would like to see it hit this resistance and then bam, come on back down, baby. But there's a lot of buying pressure in the market right now. My guy David said, yeah, that's suspicious. It is looking suspicious. Right? It looked like a duck. We want to see this. We want to see this thing hit, what is that? 78 and then come on back down. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. Look at this candle. Bam, look at that. Look at the volume on it. It's 250,000. And then before that, yeah. Let's look at the day. What is this one doing on the day? On the day, 4 million. 4 million. Let's look at the AMC on the day, 25 million. So family, to be honest, it's only been 2 hours, but the trading volume is low. Trading volume is really low. Let's look at the last 5-minute candle on AMC. 600,000. Come on now. Yo, family, the trading volume is dumb low. Let's look at 12,000 for Gamestop. Let's look at it on a day. 500,000, not even a million. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla's probably high. Yeah, there's a lot of people selling out of Tesla. 6 million. Let's look at Pinterest. 3 million. Nio. 18 million. Okay. So there's a lot of trades happening with Nio today. Hood. Let's see. Robinhood is probably ridiculous. Trading volume on Robinhood is 40 million. 40 million. Somebody said depends gap fill next week. If it does, you know we about to eat. Right, look, family, we waiting. Look, as soon as we get this gap fill on Pinterest, let me tell you something right now. This one has a chance, and remember, nothing in the stock market is written in stone, but this one has a chance to do that same fill like Disney, but potentially even more violent. Look at this. All the way back up here, we made a lot of money on that. Let's get it. Yeah, somebody said AMC is running. Everything pretty much is going back up at this specific time. But now we see that it's coming down. Let's look at the options again on Square. All right. So now, all right, they're going back down. They're going back down. We want to get in, make some money on these, and get on out of these. So let's see. Let's go back to our options calculator. We just looked at this one, but I wouldn't have bought this one, and we didn't. But let's see how the price changed. So we had it last at 148. Let's see what it is now. Puts 275. It went up. That's crazy. August 6th, 275 put. Unless I put the numbers in wrong. All right, let's look. Let's see. Bam, bam. All right, yeah, come on back down. That's what makes sense. Come on back down. So that means this is still going up. That's what we like to see. We want to see these puts, the price come down, down, down. So then we could get in, make some money, and get on out of them. My guy said, boy, this is high blood pressure. Yeah. Apple on a roller coaster, you know it is. Disney is positive on the day. We got green. We already made a lot of money here. Could we potentially make a little bit more? We could, but we're gonna chill. And we're gonna look for, oh, I know the people who didn't sell out of this one, they mad, super mad. If they had a cape on, they would be super duper mad. All right, 200. And we're looking at the puts for today. Who the man me? He said, just showing some love before the weekend, big dog. Let's get it, family. I hope you have a great, great weekend, family. AMC need some tears? Let's see it. Let's go. Yo, family, listen. I don't know what letter this is. It's not a W, but it's almost. It got a little, this like one of the radioactive W's. It got like a little extra leg on it. Look, W with a little extra one, triple bounce almost. Shout out to AMC. Let's go. But again, I want you to notice something, family. Look at and look, it broke the neckline. You see this? Triple bounce, broken neckline. This is an extremely bullish pattern right here. This is here. It broke past this neckline off of what is almost a triple bounce. But I want you to notice something. The whole stock market is having the same little reaction right now. And it's weird to see. Look, same little in the last few minutes, like 10 minutes, everything is getting a little bump up, like right here. Even Tesla. Not this one. So this one, let's look at the options on it. Crazy cheap. Crazy cheap options. And let's see, does it have a chance of continuously coming down from where it is? It's kind of near resistance. I mean, a support. It could break under it, but that would be kind of like luck. I wouldn't buy a put on this right now unless they had some crazy bad news that I didn't know about. All right, back to square one, baby. All right, so still, it looks like it's starting into a downtrend, but you don't know that. It could be, but this could be a low, and this could be a higher low. We got to see. Biden is going live. Look at that. Oh, you know what? Look, red candle, right? Red candle here. Red candle here. The stock market is weird, right? Look, red candle here. It's like everybody is just deciding to sell at the same time or buy at the same time. Okay, yeah, so low. Then we're going to get a higher low. But up here in these ranges, to be honest, I think it's okay to buy a put. I'm not going to do it because something's weird's happening right now. And you can see it yourself where everything in the stock market just all of a sudden just started going up at the same, like I'm clicking on literally like random things and you can see the same little green pattern right here after the red, then green. Weird. And now they're all coming down at the same rate. You gotta watch out sometimes. AMD, same exact pattern. Let's look at Apple, same pattern. That little green for a little bit, and then now it's red coming back down. Sorry, so square should be coming back down. Okay, and now it's coming down, but we get some green. So we got a low, we got a higher low. Interesting stuff, family. Interesting stuff, to say the least. I appreciate y'all. I've been on here for like, 2 hours hanging out with the family. I hope that you learned something today. But I want you to know this. If you can't handle the heat of these hot stocks, then stay out of the kitchen and consider investing in the index funds, family. I see you on the Discord.